Welcome back to the Windsor Park Nordic Centre and Shaw TV's continuing coverage of cross-country skiing here in Manitoba. Joined once again by Karen McSherry. We talked a bit about this place, but we don't want to be perimeter centric, do we?
That's right.
There's lots going on cross-country skiing-wise across the province, and let's talk a bit about that. Just what some other areas you're doing.
Oh, sure. Well, we have 22 to 24 clubs, member clubs of our association, 1,800 to 2,000 members, and yes, definitely not just in Winnipeg. And a lot of the ski trails that people enjoy skiing on are maintained by a group of volunteers who put in, thousands of hours and thousands of dollars getting those trails ready in places like Sandylands and Pinawa trails, and not Grand Beach, that's the provincial park, but there's so many. We actually have a section on our website, Where to Ski, and we list it by region. And you can see all the trails that we know about are on our website.
Now, you mentioned the parks. I'm thinking Spruce Woods, right?
Yes.
Grand Beach.
Grand Beach.
Riding Mountain. What must it be like to cross-country ski in Riding Mountain?
Oh, it's absolutely stunning, and it's unfortunate, of course, that the national park decided to stop grooming last winter, but a group of volunteers there have rallied, and they've got the equipment, and they're doing the job. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Are there some events still coming up in some of the rural spots?
Yes, we have a number of events that were postponed from earlier when it was too cold. So we actually have this weekend coming up. There's an event at Grand Beach. It's a Manitoba Cup race at the Grand Beach Trails. Following that, the Riding Mountain Loppet was rescheduled from the first weekend of this month. So that's happening on the 22nd of March. And you can find the information on our website too. All
right. Now, looking ahead to next year, just what are some things maybe in the works in that respect?
Oh, nothing new in the works. I've heard from a couple of people from around the province who are interested. Oh, can I start a club, and what's involved with starting a club? So that's encouraging always, and otherwise we'll just keep on keeping on.
And to that, the website is something I know you folks really wanted to talk about and promote, and just remind people again where they can get more information and how they should maybe even navigate your website for what they're looking for.
Oh, sure. Well, I would say go to the Where to Ski section, and we do have a section on our website for trail reports, trail condition reports. So if you're wondering, what's the skiing like this week or today at this particular location, you can go to that section on our website.
Again, thank you for making time.
Thank you.
I think we're done now, I promise.
Okay, come anytime.
All right. Karen McSherry again, president of the Cross Country Ski Association of Manitoba. Now, from the snow to the ice, and would you say there's any better place to custom build skates in the country than Winnipeg? I'd argue not. Well, there's someone in town who is doing just that, and it's even caught the attention of the Winnipeg Jets. Here now with that story is Shaw TV's Jessica Cable.
So this is a size 8 foot last. This is something that I developed from scratch based on having made 2,000 pairs of skates. You learn where the ankle bone should be located, and how wide the foot should be, and what the circumferences should be, and the width of the heel.
Scott Van Horn has spent nearly a decade perfecting this foot last model. It allows him to handcraft skates from the inside out to achieve the best possible design, shape, and fit.
When I increase the foot by a certain amount, 8 millimeters, 8.5 millimeters is how much you change it when you go up each size. So as I increase this by 8.5 millimeters, how much does this increase? How much does this increase? Where do these move?
The model is the starting point in the creation of Van Horn's custom fit skates, which have caught the attention of some big name athletes.
With the best foot last, you're going to have the best skates. So with the 22 years experience I have with making skates, I've been able to create really good foot last, and I believe it's one of the best, and that's what makes the skate so good. For the more common sizes, we've got 3 to 4 sets.
Van Horn is a former member of the Canadian national speed skating team and has his master's degree in biomechanics. He started making custom short track speed skates out of his parents' garage when he was just 14 years old. He continued creating speed skates and now develops new products right here in Winnipeg. Hockey skates are the company's latest venture.
Hockey is just another type of skate that's interesting. There's R&D to do. It's different than a speed skate. You've got to deal with comfort, a lot of protection, a lot more perspiration by the players. This is a whole different ball game as far as what to do.
The technology behind Scott Van Horn's skates has earned him some impressive clients. This pair right here will be worn by Jets defenseman Mark Stewart, and that's just one of the big NHL names to wear his skates.
Mark Stewart.
This is, I think, the first pair we made for Mark Stewart. This is the first pair we made for Andrew Ladd. And this is actually the original pair that Buff wore last season.
Good old Dustin Buckland's right in the middle of this one.
Dustin Buckland was the first NHLer to wear a pair of the skates last season after Van Horn showed several prototypes to Jets equipment managers.
Actually, these are for Wheeler. We're just doing a special, he has a special modification here. So, because he cuts and turns, so he gets so much angle and cuts and turns with so much speed that he was hitting, so we do a special modification to the outside of the skate now. It looks like a mess right now, but it'll look nice and clean when it's finished.
Now 17 NHL players are sporting his skates on the ice.
I'm still kind of in disbelief a little bit. I mean, I know they're really good skates, but to have the opportunity to have the best in the world wearing them, that's huge.
It's not just Winnipeg Jets players looking for made in Winnipeg skates. Players from Florida and Chicago are also interested in a pair of VH footwear skates. For Go Winnipeg, I'm Jessica Cable.
Look at Buckland playing up the crowd too as he goes to the penalty box.